All right, so we've been on the trail for what, 3 hours maybe?
At least.
3 hours, and we've covered 8 miles.
8 miles.
We're here at the junction of Trail 9 and Trail 18. We just did Trail 18, and it was a lot of fun up until we got to that real gnarly spot where we had to physically carry the bikes up. We don't have the skill set to do it, so we just decided, you know, let's just try and carry them up. So we did, and that took us, what, half hour at least.
Yeah.
Then some mountain biker dudes showed up, and they were coming down. A couple of them carried their bikes down, and then the others two rode them down.
Right.
But I don't know, what do you think of this trail so far?
Well, I like the trail. As you guys can see, I've upgraded from my 400 trail bike to a 250X, and if I can say anything, the right equipment makes all the difference in the world on these trails.
There's no way we could have carried that Suzuki up that.
No,
there's just no way.
You want the lightest bike that you can possibly get, one that can crawl. This bike right here will crawl. Yeah, it's made this trail ride actually fun compared to the last one we went on up to the Stansberries.
Yeah,
that was a nightmare. This has been actually a lot of fun, and having to actually pick them up and carry them up a couple of switchbacks to get on this section of the trail. You definitely would have noticed that extra, what, 80 pounds that other bike was?
At least. There's no way we could have done it. I mean, and we were physically exhausted after, but we'll have, look for the full review on the website. We'll have pictures and also video of those mountain bikers going down, that part, and you'll get a sense of what it was like. But the original plan was we were going to continue up Trail 9, but as you can see, it gets pretty nasty, and that's what 18 looked like coming down or coming back up this way, and so we just don't have the energy to do it. We're just going to we're going to head up, continue up 18, maybe shoot down into Strawberry, see how we're doing time wise, and then head back to camp. But overall, I think it's a fun trail. There are some really nasty spots.
Yeah.
Some really steep, rocky areas, like all the other trails that we've ridden. You know, the steepest spots tend to be the rockiest, which makes them the most challenging. Yeah. So, but I would say that this trail is for, with the exception of that one part where we had to carry the bikes up, I would say, you know, it's moderate to difficult with that small extreme difficulty. You definitely don't want to ride this alone. You definitely want to have at least, you know, it would have been nice if we had 2 more guys with us.
Yeah, that would have made a
big
difference.
Sure, we're carrying up 2 more bikes, but we have 4 guys on one bike, and we would have expended less calories doing it.
Yeah.
I mean, so
it's been a fun ride. Beautiful, beautiful country. The meadows are spectacular, and there are not a lot of rocks in those, so you can get it up into 2nd and 3rd gear through the meadows, and a lot of stream crossings. You're crossing the streams,
and those tend to be pretty steep.
Yeah, but fun. You know?
They are. They're fun. They're manageable.
Yeah,
definitely manageable. But yeah, we've kept it in 1st and 2nd gear, 1st gear for the most part, because you never know what's coming around that next corner.
Yeah.
Some of those corners are pretty sharp, and you never know if you're going to have to accelerate quick to get up a steep hill. And these 250s, for as good as they are, they just don't have enough power to do in 2nd gear. So, but the nice thing about the 250s is their power is very manageable. You're not going to get killed on these things.
Yeah.
It's a very manageable power band. You know when you're in it. If you give it some gas, yeah, it's going to pop. You know, you'll pop a wheelie, you get the front tire in the air, but you can easily control that.
And they're light enough to where you can manhandle. You know, this last section of trail, I really had to hang on and manhandle it up through a couple sections. And like I say, you want to have a nice light bike that you can control.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, those bigger bikes, and especially the dual sports, they're just not made for this.
Nope.
You got to make, you know, I had to learn the hard way. I had to go through 3 bikes to get to this one, and
well, it's hard to listen to your son.
yeah, you know, kids don't know anything.
Yeah, whatever. All right. Well, let's continue on.
Got it.